Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will study topic 1.3 of our physics book. It's on page number 5. Okay. The SI system of units. Okay. So students, whenever we want to measure something, we want to buy something, we need units. Like we go to the market and we want to buy apples, so we need units to measure things, to buy things for trade, etc. Okay. So previously in the world, people were using different systems of units like FPS system was used, CGS, MKS systems were used in different societies of the world. So when the world became a global village and the trade increased, people and the countries increased their trade, so they decided to have a common system of measurements, a common system of units in the whole world. Like we Pakistan produces flour in a handsome amount. So if somebody is coming to Pakistan and trying to buy flour, and they are measuring mass in pounds, and we are measuring the flour in kilograms, so it will be a great difficulty. Okay. So in 1960, a conference held by the International Bureau of Weights and Measures in Paris, and they decided to make a common system of measurements, a common system of units in the whole world. This system was created, it was named as International System of Units, and we abbreviate it as SI. Okay. So all the base quantities were assigned SI units. Okay, there are 7 base quantities, so the all 7 base quantities were assigned base units. Like mass was assigned kilogram, length was assigned meter, time was assigned second. I will explain these units in detail as well. This system is used all over the world now, which has made trade and research work easy in the world. And this system has also a beauty that we can use bigger and bigger units and smaller. We can measure bigger and bigger things and smaller things. Like you can measure a length in meters, you can measure length in kilometers, you can measure length in gigameters. You have bigger multiples, and you can measure very small things using sub multiples as well, which you will study in physics in future. Okay. Now the 7 base quantities were given base units. Okay. So the 7 base quantities are mass, length, time, current, temperature, amount of substance, and light intensity. Okay. So the unit of mass was given kilogram, length meter, time second, current has unit ampere, temperature has unit Kelvin. So you have to memorize these units. It will be of great help for you in physics. Okay. And you also have to learn the symbols of these quantities and the symbols of these units, because in physics, when we deal with units, when we deal with these quantities, we do not write the whole names again and again. We deal with these quantities and we write their symbols. Okay. So we will write kg to explain, to write kilogram. We will write m to show meter. We will write s to show second. Okay. Somewhere we are using small letters, like the symbol of time is small t, and the symbol of temperature is capital T. The symbol of length is L, it's small l, and the symbol of light intensity is capital L. Okay. So you have to memorize the names of the base quantities and the names of their units and the symbols as well. Okay. Similarly, derived quantities, which are very commonly used in physics, they were also assigned derived units. Like area was assigned, the symbol of the unit of area is a meter square, the unit of volume is meter cube, the unit of density is kilogram per meter cube. Similarly, the unit of frequency, the unit of force, the unit of energy, power, pressure, and charge are given in this table. Okay, and you can be asked in physics paper about which base units are used in making these derived units. In exam, you can be questioned to tell the base units, the fundamental units which are used in making these derived units. So you have to remember the base units as well. It will be of great help for you in future. Like the unit of density is kilogram per meter cube. So it is made using two base units, kilogram and meter. Okay. Similarly, the unit of force is Newton, and it is created making with the help of three base units, kilogram, meter, and second. The unit of energy is joule, which is made using three base units, kilogram, meter, and second. The unit of power is watt, which is also called as joule per second, and we have made it using mass, kilogram, meter, and second. Okay, so similarly, the unit of pressure, the unit of charge is coulomb, represented by C, and we have made it using ampere and second. Okay, so you have to remember the base units as well, which help us to create these derived units, and you have to use these base and derived units in physics. Okay, thank you very much.